So if you were to describe your music as saying anything about you, what would it say about you?
That's a good one.
Well, in the songwriting process, would you have an idea for a melody first or the lyrics first? What's the conceptualization that's involved?
Usually we go with a kind of maybe a guitar line or something that we have, something we can just kind of bring it around, kind of develop that type of thread, and we get a melody on it. Mark would pick up a melody on the line, so it works best that way. We find that we have a kind of few nice touches on the guitar, or even the keyboards we could do, you know. So
is it a feeling that
and you just work it through, and it sometimes it just comes out great.
We probably think it's simple for us, but it's taken years to develop. But you probably pick a nice sequence of chords or whatever it is, and then it triggers a melody, and then it triggers the words, and then you just develop and layer and layer and layer, and then you might need a middle eight chorus, whatever it is. So it just starts and it just grows. So it's a little bit sort of organic a bit.
So tell us about your latest project then, your latest album.
The latest album is Rock and Roll Candy, which we released last October, and it took us years to complete this, 10 songs. We released a couple of singles and we did some videos, and they did okay, but we lost interest a bit. We lost momentum at some stage. When you lose momentum on a project, sometimes you just go, right, it's going to take us a lot of energy to get this back up, and we just let it sit. We left it with our producer Terry Merrick up in Santry, and he was tinkering at it for a while. We went off. We actually did some Bowie songs and Bowie covers, and had great crack. And we could play live to a lot more people that way, because no one was seeing The Belief 5, 6, 7 years ago, whatever it was. And possibly this is what we want: is we want to be able to play maybe a gig in 2022 at this stage, and we'll get people in there, and they'll get it, and they'll have some fun. But it took a while, as I say, and then we went back to it then in lockdown, where we could almost, because there was no live, we said, well, let's go back to the Belief thing, and let's see what we can do here. We went back to the album that we'd done. We finished it off, and Terry was very much saying, you should finish this off, this is really great. And so that's what we did, and we released it in October, and we got some really good feedback off that, and we're really kind of spinning a bit of momentum now, which is great.
Yeah, and it sounds really good. How do you feel about playing it live as opposed to the recorded version? Are you excited about playing it live?
Yeah, we do. We do acoustic versions of the songs, and we put them up on Facebook and other places, but YouTube. But we find the live thing is exciting. Yeah, if you get a band in there and get those songs coming out, it would be really, really terrific.
Yeah, I think we don't know what it'll sound like live, because we've played it maybe once before, but not now. Like now it might sound even different again when we get guys in that are guys that we use. Let's see what that sounds like, and I think it'll be exciting.
Sounds great. So for now, thank you very much, Neil and Mark.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jim.
All right.